Let's create an N8N automation that optimizes YouTube video descriptions and playlist assignments. We'll do this with 3 simple workflows. The first one will populate a Google Sheet with our video information. We'll get the ID, the title, the description that we're going to be updating, and we'll create a link to that video in the spreadsheet. The second automation will read those videos from the sheet that we've requested optimization for. We'll scrape using an Ampify scraper the transcript of that video. We'll combine that with the video description and title and ask AI to create a new set of items for our description. We'll update the description and tags on the video, and we'll update the sheet with what we did. In the third workflow, we'll grab all of the video or all of the channel playlists. Then we'll grab all of the videos for which we've requested optimization, and we will ask AI to assign which playlists this video belongs to. Then we'll loop over each video and assign it, or each playlist, and then we'll assign the video to each playlist that the AI recommends. The link to the workflow automations on N8N is in the description. You can download them for free. Inside the first automation, there is a link to the Google Sheet YouTube optimized sheet, and you can copy this for your own implementation of this automation. So the first thing that we want to do is populate our sheet with the videos that are currently available for optimization. We'll do that with a manual workflow trigger, and then we'll do a get all YouTube, get all videos. We'll return get many and return all. There's a link in the description to how to connect your N8N automation to your Google account so that you can hook up your get all videos to your N8N automation. So in the second step, after we get all of the videos, to put them in the Google Sheet, we're running an append record, append row, and then the name of the document and the sheet, which is this Google Sheet. We're going to map each column individually, and we're grabbing the video ID for the ID column, the snippet title for the title column, and the snippet description for the description column. And then we're doing this little trick to get a URL over in this field here, the YouTube URL. The way that we're getting that is we're saying, give me a string https://youtu.be/ and then we're concatenating or adding on a string of the video ID, and that produces a link that goes to the video that we're editing. And let's run the first workflow and populate our sheet, and we get the ID, the title, the description, and our link to our video. So now we need to put a little checkbox inside our optimize column, and let's put a check on the next one that we want to optimize. We're going to optimize this video, how to generate ChatGPT 4.0 images using make.com automation, and it has a relatively good but not a great description. And let's look at the playlists that it's on, and for the sake of this video, let's take it off of those playlists so that we can watch it get automatically assigned. So we've checked optimize on how to generate ChatGPT 4.0 images. Let's go to the second automation. I tried a couple of scrapers. The one called Best YouTube Scraper didn't have enough memory to get a transcript of the size of one of my videos, so we can't use that one without paying a lot more. I found another one called Ninja Scraper, YouTube's Transcript Ninja, and let's set this up. We're going to start our workflow with a manual trigger. We'll pull in a Google Sheet get rows, hook it up to our spreadsheet, and we'll ask for rows where the column optimize is equal to lowercase true, because lowercase true is how N8N interprets the checkbox being checked in a Google Sheet. And when we click test step, we can see that we're getting how to generate ChatGPT 4.0, so we know we're in the right place. For our scraper, we'll create a new HTTP request. We will go to our Ninja Scraper. We're on the input screen. We're going to click integrations, go down to the bottom, API solutions, click use API endpoints. We're going to this section, run actor synchronously and get dataset items. We're going to copy that URL URL. We're going to paste it in the URL of the HTTP GET request. We're using the GET method, no authentication because our API is already included. Next, we're going to use the send body using JSON, specify using JSON. So 2 JSON fields. Go back over to our input page. Click on Input, click on JSON, and then copy the JSON that we created. So I should go back a step and tell you that in order to create this JSON, we ran a manual run. And to do that, we went to Input. We added a YouTube video URL that we wanted to scrape. We clicked Save and Start. That is what created this JSON that we're now copying into our HTTP request. But we don't want to grab that video transcript every time we run. We want the video that we pulled from our spreadsheet. So we're going to remove the video ID and we're going to replace it with the ID from our, I don't know what just happened there. Oh, there it is. We're going to replace it with the ID from our spreadsheet, column 1, and now we have a YouTube a URL. So that is how you set up your scraping. In one step, that will both get the transcript and get the data from the transcript, so you don't need a second step. The next step is going to be to use OpenAI to analyze the transcript we just scraped and the description and title that we pulled in from into the spreadsheet. You'll have a link in the description to a free download. So we're not going to read this entire thing, but we have an output template that explains the description format that we want, which is a description of what it does, along with a bullet list of what you'll learn, some resources, and some keywords. And the keywords will both be in the description, and they will also be a separate node of JSON that we can add as tags to optimize our tags. In the keywords section, I'm explaining that yes, you are repeating the keywords. I want them in the description and I want them separately. And in the resources section, I'm explaining that I want all the URLs that were placed in the original description, but also add any URLs that are implied in the transcript. I also have rules about adding an affiliate disclaimer and links that I always want to add. I want to credit any creator that I'm learning from and put their link in the description. And then I have writing instructions like put the lessons in a bullet list, use simple language, don't extract benefits, just tell them what they're going to learn, don't add adjectives, don't be vague. There'll be a comma-separated list of keywords at the end, and only output the requested data as this is an automation. So let's run our scrape. Let's use the amazing new ChatGPT image generator from make.com. So we've got a nice transcript here, and now we're going to run our OpenAI request to create a new description and keywords. This is the description that it created, and it's not scrolling very well, but let's see if we look at schema, if that'll be better. Here we go. So here's our description, and here's our keywords. And then let's go to our video and see what it looks like before and after. How to generate ChatGPT. Here's our current keywords, our links, and our description, and I've removed it from the playlists. So let's run this assignment step. We're going to update the description and the tags, and let's look at what it did. So this is an update video node. It grabs the video ID from the Google Sheet. It grabs the title from the Google Sheet. It sets up the region code according to my location and my channel category. And then it takes the description and the tags from the output of the OpenAI request. Here's the description and here's the keyword. We drag those into these two fields here and we get this description and keywords. Lastly, let's update our sheet. So now we have the new information, our keywords and our description are now in this sheet. And let's look at our video. We're going to reload this. So now we have learn to generate images. We have all these learn tos. We have all of our links. We have affiliate disclaimer and we have our keywords, and we have not run the playlist yet, so we're all set there. Let's go look at what this looks like on the front end. This looks pretty good. Okay, now let's assign it to some playlists. So we'll go to the third automation, and in this automation, we are using the channel ID to get all of the playlists. So in order to get a channel ID from your channel, you'll go to your YouTube channel page, click more about this channel, share channel, and then copy channel ID. So we will go to your channel page. you'll click on More. In the pop-up, you'll click Share and copy channel ID. It gives us our channel ID. We are putting that information in a set nodes so that if we ever do this for another channel, we just change this and not the entire, have to go into the automation and change nodes way down. And the first thing we're going to do is get all of the playlists from the channel. We're using a get many playlists. We're asking for asterisk all the fields and return all, where the channel ID is what we described in that set nodes. So let's run this, and then we'll run get playlists, and the channel ID was the value that we got from the channel page, and it's going to give us a YouTube playlist, the ID of the playlist, the title, the description if there is one, some images for that playlist, status, public, content details, how many items are there in the playlist, and how to embed it. We got 10 results back from Get Playlists, and if we do not aggregate those results, then Get Playlists will try to loop over all of the subsequent nodes in this workflow. So what we're going to do is cap that looping with an aggregate node, which is going to capture just the title and just the ID of each playlist, because that's all that we need. So we're going to say aggregate or gather all together the input field name of snippet title. So that's the title of our list, AI automation in this case, and the ID, which we'll grab and paste in like so. When we test this step, it's going to give us the title is an array of all the titles of my playlists, and the corresponding IDs as a second array. So we're going to map our two arrays into a JSON. We're going to insert playlist name is that title, and then we're going to say playlist ID is at the same index as the title, but off of the ID portion of our object. And what that buys us is an array, which we know because we start with a square bracket, and then there's an object inside that, which is a JSON object, and it says playlist name is AI automation, and playlist ID is this string. And then we start another one. Here's the next playlist name, make.com automation, and its playlist ID. So we've paired up the playlist names with their associated IDs. So instead of being two arrays, it's one array with list value pairs. And if we run this, this is what we get. So now we have this nice big playlists object, which is an array of JSON that we can hand. We're using this return JSON playlist JSON parse to turn this into simple JSON instead of an array of objects. So at this point, we have all of our playlists, and now we need to get our videos. So we do the same read that we did in the previous step, which is that we get rows from YouTube Optimize where Optimize is equal to true. So we'll go back over to our spreadsheet and we'll check the Optimize checkbox. And now we will go into our OpenAI and we'll say, here is a video ID, a title, and a description. To which playlist does this video belong? We're using the description that we optimized in the previous step, so there's no need to hand it the entire transcript because we've optimized the description to contain all of the information in the transcript that we might need to assign it to a playlist. So we're going to hand it the video title, the description, both from the Google Sheet. We're going to grab the playlist JSON from the code, and we're going to output that to the OpenAI. So what this returns, this is the easiest to read. So this is going to return a comma-separated list of playlist IDs to which this belongs. So now we need to iterate over or loop over each of the IDs and assign it one at a time to the video. So first we'll update our sheet, and what we're going to do is for the ID in the sheet, for this ID, update the row that contains that ID, add the comma-separated list of playlists to this column. So now we have our playlist IDs in our spreadsheet. Now we're going to turn that list of playlist IDs into an array. It's a set nodes. It is of type array. Split says go to the portion of the string that has a comma and take each one of those and separate them out into a different entry into our array. So 1, 2, 3. And then we could leave it like that, or we could assume that there might be some extra white space on either side of our keys. And so the second step, the .map, will replace each item with itself but trimmed. So ID is this PLF, and if there is a space before it or after it, it will get replaced with itself but trimmed. So now we have an array of IDs that represent each playlist to which we want to assign our video. Now we're going to iterate over that array. So for each one of these playlist, we're going to split out or loop over items. And I found that I hit a rate limit with assigning a bunch of playlists to a video, so I put a little wait loop in here. But all this is add playlist item, and it grabs the current ID, playlist ID, and our video from our spreadsheet, and it adds that video to that playlist. And if we go back to our video, here's our beautiful description, and we're now a member of 5 playlists. So you have 3 workflows. The first one populates the sheet with your videos. The second one updates your description. And the third one updates your playlists. And that is how to optimize YouTube automatically using N8N. Have fun.